Okay, so I saw Sivan in the kitchen, and I saw how she made her Magedra, and which is basically rice and lentils and onions, traditional dish that's eaten mostly Thursdays in the Sephardic community in the evenings for dinner. Anyway, so here's my recipe. I wasn't thinking of filming, so here we go. So I already fried the onion, and so the onion until it's translucent. What I do is I throw in the lentils. So this is 1 cup of lentils to 1 cup of 1 big vidala onion. And I let the lentils saute with the onions a little bit more, like a couple of minutes. I feel like it adds a little bit more flavor to the lentils. And then I let the lentils boil for about 15 or 20 minutes until they're absolutely tender and fully cooked. And then I throw in the rice. And then here I have the onions that I will be frying separately. This is onions to garnish the Magedra. So this is on a separate pot that does not get thrown in over here. And this one I usually like to do long strips. So I'm the only person in the family who likes fried onions. So this is entirely for me. So I will show you as we go. So this is what it looks like when it's stirred, and I'm gonna throw in the water. This is my handy dandy little tool. Love it, my over the oven water dispenser. And this I just eyeball. I'm sure other people will measure, but I just let it cook down, and then when I add the rice, I eyeball it again until the water is over the rice and the lentils. I know, eyeballing it is not technical when it comes to cooking. In addition, I made a tomato and onion salad. So this is 2 Roma tomatoes, and this is half an onion raw chopped underneath this. And I'll be adding lemon juice and olive oil to this, plus salt to taste. And I'm in the mood for a cabbage salad, so I'll be making that. I'm gonna go purchase some fresh cabbage. Okay, so I got this beautiful looking nice cabbage. I'm just gonna cut off a piece that I think will be fitting in this bowl, and I'm gonna start chopping it up. Look at how beautiful and fresh that looks. So I'm going to slice up very thin shreds. So this is actually that little wedge. This is what it turned out to be. I still have the whole wedge over there. I'm going to put it back in the plastic bag. And I have already squeezed some lemon, so I will add the lemon juice. This is a very easy recipe. And I'm going to add olive oil and garlic to the recipe. I'm going to put 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to start with 2. I'm going to taste it and see if I want more. And of course, salt and pepper if you like pepper. Okay, so here I have my garlic smasher. And I'm going to put a big fat one in there. And I like to use this because then the garlic comes out even more minced than minced with a knife. So it comes out like that. And this is my favorite one. I've tried a couple and it never quite works out the way that I like it. I had this rolled over onto the garlic and smashed it into the terrible. I'm only going to stop at 2 and then taste it before I add more. I like to use this Lebanese olive oil. You can see the olive oil is very, very green. So this is a very good extra virgin olive oil. I believe I paid $35 for it for the whole big bottle. And don't judge me. Don't tell me I'm putting too much oil in it. I don't frankly care. I'm a big believer in eating natural food and having it taste really good. And olive oil, and any oil, is actually good for you, and it helps transport vitamins to your body. But yes, olive oil in particular is better than regular oil. I did taste it a little bit, and all I could taste was the lemon and oil, was because I had not put in the salt as of yet. And also, I think I need a bigger bowl so I could really mix it. But it does need to soak with the olive oil and the lemon. So I think that is sufficient. I do not taste the garlic very strongly, so I will add the third one. The salt made a difference. I'm going to hold off from adding the garlic, because whatever I just ate had some garlic in it. That was very nice. Let's eat. And don't tell me I'm spreading germs. They're my boys. I'll spread them from germs from mommy. Okay. It came out really good. Very nice summer spring salad. Very good. So I just added the olive oil. And now I am going to be putting like maybe half a tablespoon of salt. And let's see. There is my fork. I'm going to mix it up. I'm trying to talk while I'm eating. But I just made a beautiful cabbage salad. And that's me chewing up cabbage. So this had only 1/4 of a Vidala onion. I did not put half or the whole. If you love onions, this is a black onion seed, tomato seed. If you love onions, go ahead, but my children don't love onions, so I put the least amount into this tomato onion salad. It also goes very well with the Magedra, and it's also a lovely summer salad. Let's taste. It needs a tad bit more, because you know tomatoes are sweet. It needs a bit more salt. So it'll soak now in the juice. And my son absolutely loves tomatoes. Not so much the onion, but he loves his tomatoes. And then he will actually drink the juice that's left over. Like, he just loves it. He just really, he really loves it, which is nice that my son loves his vegetables. The other son doesn't love his vegetables. Number 2 does. Much better. Ready to go. Now we just wait for the Magedra. So I put 1.5 cups of rice to wash, and I usually buy 20-pound bags of rice. And so I put them in large canisters like this to store and keep all the bugs out. Because I feel like, first of all, it's really sloppy when it's in a bag, and it keeps them fresher this way. And I just washed this, and I'm going to get it ready for the Magedra. So I tasted the lentils, and they're completely soft. I'm also going to add the water in. And so, like I said, I put 1.5 cups of rice. Normally, you put 2 parts rice for 1 part lentils. However, I just like lentils a lot more than rice, and it's a higher protein count. So you see, I eyeball it. So now it has to be like the rules of rice, which is you let it boil. You let the rice boil, because now I added fresh water, okay? So we're going to let the rice boil, and then when the water is just above the rice and the lentils, we're going to cover it up with the glass cover, and then you're going to lower the heat and cook the rice for 15 or 20 minutes. And this is when you will add your salt. So here's my salt, okay? Salt and pepper. So 1 cup of rice is 1 cup of salt. 1 cup of lentils is another cup. And then I added an extra half of rice, so we're going to go with 2.5. My boys actually like spicy food, so I always add a little bit of pepper, and this will give it a little tiny kick. So I'm just adding 1/2 teaspoon of pepper to the mix. And you will see that I raised the volume a little bit so that the water that I added will boil. It's pretty close to the surface, but I think a little bit of the water should be boiled out before I put the cover in. But it's very close. When I see more of the lentils peeking through the water, that's when I'm going to put the cover and lower the heat. So this is when I'm going to be putting the cover. You can clearly see the lentils and the rice through the water. Okay, time for the reveal. So this is what it looks like when it's all said and done. Nice. There's a little bit of browning, so that means that it's fully cooked. And oops, I like the crunchy parts. Anyway, but this is what it looks like. It is fully done. And the onion is nicely caramelized. I'll be taking that off the heat now. Here is a recap. So we have the cabbage salad with lemon, oil, and garlic. And then we have the tomato salad, which is tomato, onion, and just lemon and oil. And salt, obviously, for everything. The Magedra, which is rice, lentils, and onions. We traditionally eat it with yogurt on the side, or mixed in with the Magedra. I know it sounds weird to eat rice mixed in with yogurt, but that's the traditional way that we eat it. We being Sephardic Jews, Lebanese, I'm Lebanese, so I'm a member of the Sephardic tribe, Sephardic Jewish tribe. And here is the plate and what it looks like. And this is the fried onions and how it came out. So you make all that big amount of onions in it. It's a very small amount, and the more the merrier on my plate, because I absolutely love. Sometimes I eat more just so I can eat the fried onion. I know I'm piggy wiggy. No problem. That's me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you like anything.